Hello viewers, it's another beautiful Thursday and I'm excited to know you are tuned to this program. This is INEC, a public enlightenment program of the Independent National Electoral Commission. My name is Esther Chibuikim. On today's show, INEC discovers multiple registrants, handover and swearing in of INEC new secretary, the revised code of conduct signed by 25 political parties. This and many more after the break.
INEC, consolidating Nigeria's democracy.
Welcome back. In an attempt to eliminate the issue of multiple registration to sanitize the voter register towards the free, fair and credible elections in 2015, the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC has been interacting with critical stakeholders in the electoral process to map out strategies on how to improve on the conduct of elections. Recently, the Commission cleaned the voter register using the Automated Fingerprints Identification System, AFIS. AFIS is a software which allows the Commission to execute a deduplication process on its database of registered voters. The use of this software by the Commission has identified multiple registrants in the voter register.
What we did before the 2011 elections, we were able to identify, and I announced it a long time at that time, about 870,000 cases of multiple registration. I can tell you that now that we are able to run AFIS in the single national database, we have caught additional multiple registrations, and the figures are there, the data is there, it's clear and straightforward, as you will see from some of the presentation today. You have somebody who has gone to this polling unit, and then either the next day or several hours later, they go to another polling unit, sometimes several days later wearing different clothes. And the information is there, is clear. And all these are electoral offenses and they can be prosecuted. But the amount of prosecution we have to do is overwhelming, as you can see from this. And that's why we have supported the establishment of the Electoral Offenses Commission. We will do our best, we will continue prosecuting. As I speak with you, I have said it consistently, we have prosecuted over 200 people. As I speak with you, we have now asked our legal department in Anambra State to commence prosecution of some of these multiple registrants, because we want it to be an example before we commence the continuous voter registration.
While addressing participants at the occasion on the issue of party registration and deregistration, Professor Jega said,
now, with regards to the issue of party registration and the registration, obviously, the laws are very clear as to under what conditions we can register parties and under what conditions we can register political parties. And we will do our best to register as well as to register. But please, I want people to know, I think what Yusuf Ali is speaking about is the court judgment of a few days, about a week or so ago. But people are forgetting. People are forgetting that we have 3 other court judgments that have thrown away those who have gone to contest our deregistration of political parties. So this is the 4th judgment which seems to now favor a registered party. So really, as far as we are concerned, it's a case that we intend to appeal. And in fact, our lawyers have already been processing the appeal. So it is not, I think it will be a misunderstanding, if not a misrepresentation, to say that the courts have overturned our deregistration of parties. Out of 4 judgments, 3 are in favor of INEC. So really, the jury is still out on this matter of registration, and we should not misunderstand the import of that judgment.
There were observations, contributions, and questions by participants. In another development, the Commission was agog with activities as the first female secretary to the Commission, Mrs. Augusta Chinwe Ogaku, took over from Alhaji Abdullahi A. Kagama. Alhaji Abdullahi Kagama also spoke briefly on his background.
I started as a local government electoral officer, then reaching to the present position where I am as the secretary to the Commission. I have been to so many states, as admin said, and I have been to this headquarters not only as the secretary, but some of them they know, the deputy director in human resources. Later I acted as a director, replaced late Osame K, let us rest in peace. So I have been in this commission since 1988 to date, and I was brought in to serve as a secretary to the commission since 1st February 2007, where I put almost 6 years, 3 months as the secretary to this commission. And I have served 2 commissions as the secretary. That is the commission that appointed me and the present commission, almost on equal basis. I served the previous commission 3 years, about 2 months. Equally this one, they came in June, and almost 3 years, 1 month in July. Yes.
Some staff of the Commission expressed their feelings about the former secretary, Alhaji Abdullahi Kagama.
We are all excited that the appointment is now confirmed. The outgoing secretary has handed over to the new one, and we expect such continuity so that our work as civil servants and directors will be smoothened and continuous while serving the Commission in our various capacities.
It's a unique development because we are having for the very first time a former staff of the Commission who subsequently became the secretary to the Commission, handing over to another staff of the Commission, who is now the incumbent secretary to the Commission. It is a unique event, and we're very proud of the development.
My relationship with secretary is just like a father and a son relationship. Secretary is a father to me, is a brother, is a role model, and is everything to me.
Our relationship with him is like that of a father and children. It has been very cordial. He's someone that is very humane. He's somebody that is very kind. He's somebody that is approachable. He's someone that you can relate with easily.
Mrs. Ogaku, before her appointment, was INEC's Director of Legal Services. INEC Hafa crew witnessed the handing over and swearing-in ceremony where the INEC boss, Professor Tahiru Jega, administered the oath of allegiance.
I, Augusta Chinwe Ogaku,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that as Secretary of the Independent National Electoral Commission,
that as Secretary of the Independent National Electoral Commission,
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and that I will preserve,
and that I will preserve, protect,
and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So help me God.
So help me God.
In her response, the new secretary to the Commission, Mrs. Augusta Ogaku, expressed gratitude to members of her household and staff of the Commission.
My lords, members here, also led by my husband, who has been my support all day for any breach of protocol. I want to thank, first of all, the Almighty God for His grace all these years I have spent in service. I also want to thank the Commission. Some of the members are not here now, but I want to thank the Commission for the confidence they have reposed in me and for finding it worthy to occupy this office. I just want to say that I intend to do my best to uphold the dignity and the expectations of this office. And I ask that I be given the maximum support to do this job. Thank you very much.
During the swearing-in ceremony, Professor Jega stated that the appointment of the new secretary was historic as the commission goes through restructuring for a more effective electoral management body in Nigeria.
It is historic because this is Augusta Chinwe Ogabu is assuming duty as the secretary of the commission at a time when the commission is undergoing restructuring and reorganization and repositioning for more effective and efficient conduct of electoral duties in this country. And even more historic is the fact that she is the first female secretary of the commission. We have no doubt that the Commission has made the right choice for the task ahead, and we have nothing but commendation for the good work that she's done to the Commission in her previous assignments, both as Director in charge of Alternative Dispute Resolution and the Director of Legal Services Department. And we join her in prayers for better, dedicated and continuous service to the Commission.
INEC, consolidating Nigeria's democracy.
In another development, 25 political parties in Nigeria have signed and ratified the revised Code of Conduct for Political Parties as a valid document. The parties pledge to abide by their constitutions as well as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Electoral Act. In his remarks, the INEC helmsman, Professor Atahiru Jega, observed that the Code of Conduct is a great document which allows for participation in the electoral process.
The Code of Conduct is a great document, freely accepted by all political parties that have signed it. It is a mutually agreed framework for the participation of political parties in the electoral process. Also, with civility, with mutual respect for one another, they work in partnership and they strive to deepen democracy in our country. In particular, given the history of political conduct in our country, the Code of Conduct is meant to be a framework for ensuring that our politics is devoid of rancor and is characterized by good behavior and the spirit of accommodation and working together amongst political parties. This revised Code of Conduct has improved upon this framework which we used for the 2011 elections. And as we move towards the
2015 general elections. It is indeed a worthy undertaking to be able to review the code of conduct and to have a better and more improved framework for our engagement in the electoral process between now and 2015.
While delivering his speech, the Chairman, Inter-Party Advisory Council of Nigeria, IPAC, Dr. Yunus Satanko, expressed gratitude to all stakeholders for their support and cooperation in ensuring the signing of the document.
It gladdened my heart greatly, and I'm grateful to God, to INEC, and to you fellow leaders of our great country for your great support and cooperation. Also, many thanks to IRI who started this issue right before, then UNEP for technical and professional support, and to the good people of Nigeria. It is our great desire as an organization, and also for me personally, that this show of comradeship, of unity and brotherhood continues and grows far beyond this point that we are now, until huge and positive benefit of democratic processes being evident in our country. Because it is my firm resolve and belief that Africa is the hope of the world, and Nigeria is the integral hope, morally and economically. That Nigeria can stand tall and be a commanding order for the world system if only we have a consistent belief in ourselves and begin to see things right, like we are doing today. A great step in the right direction. Maintain focus and keep our eyes on the big picture. Project Nigeria, for we are a project, and all the leaders present here today are part project manager of that project. Bearing this in mind, we will be able to do much and move Nigeria forward, unless we keep all hands on deck and push the chart uphill together. It will all come going down on us, which is not a situation we want to ever be in. Remember, until we are doing the right thing and engage with the most important issues with corporate action, we will always fall into a relapse and recreate the scenario of the early 60s and 70s.
Still on the occasion, the Commissioner in charge of political parties and monitoring, Hajia Amina Zakari, stated that the new Code of Conduct has replaced the 2011 Code of Conduct, which was signed by the then 63 political parties.
Some leaders of political parties and other stakeholders to the formal signing of the Political Parties Code of Conduct 2003, which is to replace the Political Parties Code of Conduct 2011. That was signed by the then 63 parties on the 8th of March 2011. We can all recall that leaders of political parties met at the Commission on Monday after the Lagos meetings and did a page-by-page review of the final draft of the Political Parties Code of Conduct 2013. The various amendments recommended at the meeting have been incorporated into this final draft and is about to be signed by 25 registered political parties. The development of the 2013 Code of Conduct up to this signing stage was made possible with the technical assistance of the UNDP DGB project and the cooperation of all registered political parties. The Commission is greatly encouraged by the level of cooperation and coordination that led to the approval of the final draft at the meeting of 8 July 2013. And we are very happy that this signing is in good time to the elections. If you recall, the 2011 Code of Conduct was signed just on the eve of the election, so it was hard to actually implement and make it functional. In presentation of the Political Parties Code of Conduct, 2013. The Code of Conduct has been structured into 12 sections dealing with the rule of law, campaign issues, election issues, post-election issues, party finance, and the establishment of the Inter-Party Advisory Council, amongst others. The same issues were addressed in the Political Parties Code of Conduct 2011. But the revised Code of Conduct has more expedited sections which are better structured. And the major difference between the 2011 Code of Conduct and the 2013 Code of Conduct is in the section dealing with implementation, monitoring, and enforcement of the Code of Conduct.
INEC, consolidating Nigeria's democracy.
Welcome back. It's nice to know you are still there. You have an opportunity to air your views, comments, and suggestions as regards the upcoming elections, starting from the Anambra State governorship election of November 16, 2013. The continuous voter registration exercise kick-starting in a couple of days and many more. Let us know what you think or feel INEC should do, or what INEC is not doing right. To do this, visit our website at www.inecnigeria.org or send an SMS to the following numbers on your screen, and we will respond promptly and adequately to your contributions. Thanks for staying with us on this episode. Join us same time next week for another interesting time with INEC Afar. Until then, please note, peace is the best gift man can have. So let there be peace in Nigeria. Bye-bye.